So essentially, they had a lot of weird stuff going on out there, and they had bought this property. And as they were clearing the land to build this cabin, kind of a fishing cabin, just a place to get off the grid, they'd been experiencing a lot of weird stuff. So it was something roaring like T-Rex roars coming from the mountains, things getting thrown at the cabin, things going missing. I mean, they had one story of an axe that was leaned up that essentially went missing for over a year. It was just a big kind of axe that just went missing. They bought a new one, and then coming back another time the following season, that same axe was just neatly placed up against the side of the cabin. It was like, I mean, they obviously didn't leave it there like that. It's thoroughly been gone. Right. It was just put there. There's almost like a trickster element kind of going on there. And then the bathroom door had been pried open from the toilet seat had been ripped off and thrown from the outhouse, thrown into the woods. That something keeps prying the door of the outhouse open, even as of recently. Very unusual audio recordings. Something that sounds like a baby crying coming from the woods. One of the most startling things that had happened was during the construction of this cabin, they hadn't built the way in yet. So they were essentially going in from the corner closest to the ground and were climbing in through a kind of like a hole in the plywood. And they would cover that at night with a big piece of plywood, and they'd put a big Yeti cooler on top of it to kind of keep it into place. Well, one night, something had tried to get in there, and that Yeti cooler apparently had been flung basically halfway across the cabin, by something, and they all grabbed shotguns and basically proceeded thinking it was a brown bear about to break in, because that is a big threat out there. And essentially, they heard what they described, something bipedal going up the hill. I mean, lots of crazy wood knocks, power knocks, just very weird kind of stuff in general.